February the 28th. We are almost done with this month and I'm not sure if I've hit my quota of animals yet. Just in case, let me squeeze in yet another monkey to explain with its help what is meant when we talk about the hate button that social media uses to capture our attention. I've mentioned it before myself. So this macaque monkey, and I don't have a name for it, I'm sorry, lived in 1996 in Parma, Italy, in the neuroscience lab of Professor Rizzolatti, where Vittorio Gallese, himself a professor, trained it to peel banana. Well, not really. He trained it to peel bananas and do other things like pushing button and grabbing for rings, everything that is a clear motion. The monkey's brain was meanwhile hooked up to a computer. Probes read the premotor cortex neurons by neurons. It's the area where actions are choreographed, and by registering exactly which neurons fired when the monkey moved to push the button versus to peel the banana, they could create a map of the region of the brain. After working on this all morning, everybody needed a break, so the humans went out for lunch. Italiener doing great lunch. Just don't think when you order a piece of meat that you get any sides with it. You have to order the pasta, and it is served separately before the meat. Don't say you never learn anything here. Anyway, Professor Gallese returned before having his dessert. Dessert is a must. So he grabbed a banana from the pile and peeled it. And something strange happened. The computer, still hooked up to the monkey's brain, registered his movements. Of course, the professor forgot everything about the banana and checked out what was going on. After more experiments, he found out that 30% of the same neurons in the premotor cortex that fire when we peel a banana also fire when we see someone else peeling a banana. So there's a connection between the premotor cortex and the visual area. These neurons that fire at that time are called mirror neurons, and they have influenced even our language. In all languages that we use on Earth, the same verb expresses that we did something ourselves, so we did the action, versus that someone else did the action, which we can only see. So like I go, I do the action, or you go, when I can only see that you are walking, but it is the same verb. Okay, so behold, there's more. Namely, that these mirror neurons are also connected to the emotional regions in the amygdala. Maybe this doesn't come quite as much as a surprise, because already in the 1950s and 60s, Paul Ekman had discovered that emotions have a psychophysiology, meaning they show a bodily reaction. We smile, we frown, we show our teeth, or our skin temperature rises by half a degree when we are angry. But now we have a triangle between vision, motion, and emotion. What enables us to see with somebody else's body by mirroring what we see in the other and translating it back into emotions, which we then feel. People in power lose exactly this capacity after 2 years. And yes, it happens even to the best of them. What is a really great argument for term limits. See, these politicians just can't speak for us anymore because they can't mirror anymore. Back to the anger button social media companies press in their algorithms to keep us more engaged for longer. That's it. You mirror what you see in the videos, what is presented to you in the videos. You feel the pain of a big-eyed baby or of a screeching woman. You want to make it stop, you flee, but it leads you only to the next and the next and the next such video. The pain, anger and or fear becomes yours. You don't even think about stopping the emotion. You just react, and you react the way someone else wants you to do. like the social media company that wants you to scroll on, and the people who put all these videos on your social media feed. You react with hate for someone, a group that is easily singled out in some way, more often than not, because a necessary step to conquer and to establish one's power is to divide. So you want one group to hate another and the other group to hate both of them, and everyone hate everyone, because then you can easily overpower them. You are used for that, and you feel righteous about it anyway, because as Hitler said when asked about his hate for the Jews, someone has to be guilty. More often than not, like never in history, one group is the victim and one group is solely the perpetrator. That's fiction. Fiction is the easy part. Fiction says there's one group that and one group that. History is difficult. I'm not bringing this up to make you stop using social media, even though I am a proponent of a healthy diet, an information diet, with diversity and moderation. But a more stressless life, a more peaceful one, requires us to acknowledge that we can be manipulated quite easily, not least because of this triangle. It's easier once we've made so before making a house our own, we need to get some distance. We need to think. It's easier once we've made a habit out of thinking anyway. Turn thinking into a movement. Like, comment, share, and as always, thank you for gifting me with a few minutes of your most precious, your lifetime.